Hello friends, welcome to my channel SushantChessWise. Today we are at the next topic, that is we are going to discuss about sacrifices, and today we are going to take the positional sacrifice. So what happens in a positional sacrifice as compared to a normal sacrifice is that in a normal sacrifice we would try to end the position straight away with a combination. Means the sacrifice would either end with a mate or huge gain of material, whereas in a positional sacrifice there won't be any outright mating or a material gain, but we will try to have play for the sacrificed material. So let's get started with the example and see what is going on. So this is the position with white to play. You can see that the black king is still in the center, and see the white rook on c5 is trapped. Knight is attacking the rook on c5. So white here had of course thought about this before playing rook c5. Last move was a3 and then black went na6. So white thought of the move rook c4. I hope you must have thought about it. So generally what happens when a player refuses or rejects any sacrifice, he is unable to get the follow-up. And the reason for not getting the follow-up are two. One, not able to find the move, or not able to find the plan in the position. So let's keep that position for a moment. rc4, dc, knight d2. So this position is critical, and here we will try to figure out what is the compensation all about. See, this knight d2 move was very important. The knight is eyeing the square d6, and the second problem that we will see, as soon as black castles, we will see that there is the move qc2 which will cause immense trouble. So let's say black plays bishop c6, then there comes knight takes c4, and after castle we will see that there is qd3. It's almost game over. f5 or g6 are forced. g6 then bh6, rook e8, and the stunning move qg3. The game is almost over. There is no defense to the sack on g6. Let's say queen e7, then bg6, fg, qg6, king h8, and the very strong move bg5. See, all these are very important mating patterns. After rook g8, bf6 check, first pinning the rook by rook g7, and now the queen sidesteps with check, and next move collects the white queen, and white is winning. So in the game after nd2, black went with the move b5, and after b5 now comes knight e4. See, this is a critical moment for the game. In fact, in the game the black player chose to castle because nd6 looks devastating at this point. But best was to play nc7, when after nd6, king f8, queen f3, qe7. Note that the a8 rook is supported. So bg6, be8, black is somehow trying to hold the position, but look at the weakness of this king. White finds the move d5. Very interesting. The point is, I am just trying to show you the ideas. After ed there is nf5, it's game over. qd7, bc5 check, kg8, knight e7, king f8. Do try to calculate what happens here. There is a very small and interesting line. The reason I am showing this line is sometimes see moves are not totally forced, but see after nd5 check, kg8, knight e7, king f8, rook d1, and you will note that the queen on d7 is trapped. See, these kind of small variations are integral part of compensation for the positional sacrifice. So game went with castle, and after castle, to try to calculate, it's white to play and win. White would have won with the move nf6 check. White failed to find this move in the game. See, the point is after gf, qg4, king h8, there is the simple queen h5. It's game over. We are threatening queen h6 followed by queen h7. So the only move f5, but then see qh6, kg8, and once again the move bg5 decides. The bishop is heading to f6. So only move f6, pawn takes, and see it's game over. Whatever is done, there will be see qg6 check followed by f7, or qh5 check followed by f7. So this is game over. Many may suggest first to play qg6 check, which also makes lot of sense, because after king h8, ef, rook g8 leads to queen h6 mate on the spot. So white's position is winning here. Anyways, white played the move qc2, which would have allowed black to play f5 here, but after ef, rook f6 forced, see matters are very much in white's control, nf6, queen f6, qh7. But as compared to the previous nf6 sacrifice, this game drags on a bit. After king f7, what would you play as white? See, white has the very strong f4, and see there is no defense to f5, and then opening this rook on f1 against this king on f7. So white is winning. Anyways, in the game, unfortunately, black played queen e7, and white didn't get to use all these ideas. He just went nf6 check, and black resigned, since whatever is played, next move qh7 mates. The game ended somewhat abruptly, one can say. But I am taking these kind of examples which are not very famous but very instructive of how the sacrifices occur and how we can use a positional sacrifice. So I hope you are finding these lessons useful and instructive. To let me know in the comments below. Thanks for your time.